gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great... Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Very short kick taken right at the 20.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check that, 3.
Gibson again. And he's got room. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. Huntley to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On first and 10, it's Gibson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Washington. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. Pushes past him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The Cowboys at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
On play action, Prescott rolling to his left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
First down, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And the tight end goes in motion left. A first down carry by Elliott. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play there gets them right back up to that level.
18
To throw, Huntley. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. On the move past the 40. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have moved out in front. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once more, Gibson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
They'll run with Gibson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders. Here's Huntley. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Happy Ranger.
Looking to throw. Huntley. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. A give to Elliott running left. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
46.
Prescott to throw it. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley, that's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Huntley got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, Huntley. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. From 13 yards out. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week. So this, and now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Prescott off play action. On the move to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. Taken in at the 22. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back to throw again. Going right back to Dotson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And this is caught. So he fakes the spike, and they get the touchdown. De'Ami Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, when not much time, we'll see how they play this. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Final play of the half. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys! That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. Perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Throwing on first down. Huntley. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Trap 60, trap 60.
To throw on second down. Huntley. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Looking to throw. Huntley. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Ready? 19 right. Left wing 19.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Off play action. Huntley. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. In motion goes the tight end. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Elliott will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
46.
In motion, the tight end. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, you picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there, that defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. A quick throw here out to Brown. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 112 yards on the ground for him so far. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll go again with Gibson. Room here to run. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. On the draw, it's Gibson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out. Yeah,
but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one, is tempted to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run it in. And he will not get into the end zone. The defense makes the stop of the game on the 2-point try. And they might just get out of here with a win after all. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Commanders, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss here will move them back to 500.